Yes, I know it's complicated, yes, I know we are. You and I have weathered so much so far. I know our lives are difficult and tough to intertwine. I know your heart's as heavy as your mind. But you don't wanna be alone, and I don't wanna be alone, and I don't wanna see you standing there wrapped up in your loneliness. The only hope that you confess is that you won't simply disappear. Yes, I know it's complicated, yes, I know that's right. You and I both live complicated lives, but can't we just allow ourselves a little happiness? A moment of reprieve from our regrets. Cause you don't wanna be alone, and I don't wanna be alone, and I know that it's been quite a while since you had someone there for you, loving all the things you do, and taking time to simply make you smile. It's been a long time coming, a long time coming, baby. It's been a long time coming, a long time getting here. Whoa. It's been a long time coming, a long time coming, baby. It's been a long time coming, a long time getting here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, I know it's difficult, I wish it otherwise, but sadly you and I live complicated lives. That doesn't mean we should give up or that we shouldn't just because we live complicated lives. Cause you don't wanna be alone, and I don't wanna be alone, and I don't wanna see you feeling down. And maybe if you stick around, and maybe if I stick around, you and I can finally get it down. It's been a long time coming, a long time coming, baby. It's been a long time coming, a long time getting here. Whoa. It's been a long time coming, a long time coming, baby. It's been a long time coming, a long time getting here. Whoa. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, whoa. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, whoa. It's been a long time coming, a long time coming, baby. It's been a long time coming, a long time getting here. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right, hey, hey, everybody. Why do I look all off kilter? I think it's because I didn't set up my camera, and also my camera looks great. It's all confusing. But good to see everybody. Thanks for being here. That's my. Hey, Paper Cat, how you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. So I'm just taking requests today, and so just for your edification, Sex Bang Boom is the name of my new the promotion that I've got every Sunday here in Austin, Texas. The first one's going to be is going to feature Justin Robert Young and Andrew Heaton and Magical Objects. I'm going to bring in a cajon player, which should be pretty fun. And I think I might actually add a bongo player so that Get Set, so that the Get Set, the stripped down version of Get Set Go will be, other than the guitar to provide the melodic foundation, it'll be predominantly percussion based. I think it should be pretty awesome. I know, Paper Cat. I'm sorry, brother. Is there a song I can play for you to sing you to sleep? Here, let me. I'll do Erase Me to start, because this is I think this is important. I think that it definitely seems like that the universe wants this to happen, so I might as well keep throwing out the clarion call. It's tried multiple times. Twice it almost got me. Why am I not getting anything from the line in? Hold on real quick. This is, maybe, hold on, maybe the battery was removed? Hold on, no, that. This is Mike, God damn it, dude. Yeah, I'm not getting any line signal. All right, that's weird. Give me 1 second. Let me let's see what's going on. Isabella, can you, sweetheart, can you grab me? No, it feels like it's there. Hold on, let me see. What's that? How do I tell? I can't tell which way the thing goes. Give me 1 second, guys. This has never happened, but this is a new Martin. I very rarely do have to change the I've never changed this thing. How do I tell what the how do I tell what the polarity thing is? Let me see. Lights. Oh God. Okay, there's nothing there, and there's nothing there, and there's no explanation there. Oh, that's okay. Positive is okay. This is this one. So this is positive. Sorry.
Right. How would you like to buy an old, round, and neat?
Hey, Brian. How you doing?
Circle, tidy and complete.
Let me just check the other one. Well, that fucking sucks, man. Really? So I'm gonna here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna change out this. Hey, thank you, Brian. I'm gonna change out this battery, and if it doesn't work, then the guy that just fixed my guitar didn't. Something happened. Yeah, I think maybe the pickup was fucked up. Give me 1 second. Fuck, dude. God damn it, man. Fucking horseshit. Fucking horseshit. Fuck, dude. Alright, well. Where's my other guitar stand? You know what? Give me just 1 second, guys. Sorry about this. Okay, let me.
Life is like
I wonder if this thing ever.
and sometimes life gets full of dirt, crud, bugs.
Yeah, it's
hairballs,
working.
Stuff. You gotta
Fuck,
take it out.
dude.
You gotta put it in here and
rinse it off and start all over again. And sometimes life sticks to the floor so bad. You know, a mop is not good enough. It's not good enough. You got to get down there like with a toothbrush.
No, I've already changed.
Scrub it, right?
I've already changed the battery, Brian. I'm
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
I'm very aware that 9 volts are often the batteries used for. No, because this one works just fine. So yeah, so it's definitely the pickup. It's definitely So I just have to bring it back to the same guy. I mean I have to talk to. Fuck. Hey, oh yeah, let's. You know what's also important to use. You don't have to, but another important thing to use is strings on your guitar. If you want to make sound. How you doing, Doomsayer? No, I mean, so my new Martin, I was bringing the fucking MP11 SE back into my place, and Isabel and I were pulling it up here, and there's not a lot of room in this studio, obviously, as you can see, and it knocked over the SM11 7B or the SM7B, and then that fell into the guitar, and the guitar cracked, and so I brought it to Trey Warren, who I stream with every Tuesday, is good friends with the guy that actually does work on triggers on Trigger. He's the guy that has kept Willie Nelson's guitar alive. So I was like, so Trey reached out to his buddy Mark and was like, hey Mark, can you fix this? And Mark was like, yes we can. I can fix it. So I had him fix it, but I don't think he checked I didn't think to check the pickup, and I bet you he didn't check the pickup, and so I'm gonna bring it back to him hopefully and see what he said. So. So let me tune up then, because this is one I didn't. But pickups aren't that difficult to replace. So that's the good thing. I mean getting nice pickups installed can be because they're the ones they've got the one up front, they've got the one deeper, and they can be a bit of a chore to install. But whatever. It's like the thing is that for me, it's a business investment, right? So I don't mind spending $1,000 getting my gear fixed, because it cracked the shell. It cracked the shell. Yeah. It was a small crack. It wasn't anything terrible. It didn't affect the sound at all. It was like, he basically drilled a couple holes to the left and right of it to make sure that it didn't spread, and then he clamped it, then he glued it and clamped it and sealed it. So it's there is an EQ on this one. This has got it's Fishman, so it's like they're decent pickup makers, but it's a cheaper end Fishman Electronics, but it works great. This thing doesn't. This thing has toured with me maybe 10 times, maybe even more than 10 times, because I've had this since 2008, I believe. And so it's been beat up, and so the pickup doesn't pick, It doesn't pick up the high E string at some notes right between the sixth fret and the 10th fret, but it's all right. It's so I know I try to either, if I have to play those, then I try to play them harder and Here we go. So this is a song called Erase Me. That was 13 minutes of chaos. Erase me, erase my pencil lines, erase me, leave an empty sheet of white, erase me, wipe me from the page, erase me, I wanna be erased. Oh, I'm an accident. Oh, I am confusion. Oh, I am mendacity. Oh, I am calamity. Erase me, wipe away my lines. Erase me, I'll disappear in time. Erase me, help me fade away. Erase me, wipe me from the page. Oh, I am failure. Oh, I am surrender. Oh, I am perplexity. Oh, I am a casualty. Erase me, my outline disappears. Erase me, I was never here. Erase me, wipe away the dust. Erase me, I know you think you must. Oh, 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 oh. Erase me, erase my pencil lines. Erase me, leave an empty page of white. Erase me, wipe me from the page. Erase me, I wanna be erased. Hey, Battle, yeah, man, I actually sent you an email. I sent an email to you at the email address that you ordered from. It ended up being it comes to me via PayPal. So I sent you, I sent you a tracking number. So if you just check the email that is associated with your PayPal account, you should have my tracking number right there, dude. And thank you, man. That's awesome. That's super great. That's super kind of you, man. And I made my pleasure, Paper Cat. Absolutely, man. So I made sure to dedicate them for you. You know, like you got the full paragraph dedication and what have you. So, I was listening to get through the day, and turned a friend on Ordinary World. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, right on. Yeah, I'll play that one. Give me 1 second. Let me smoking my last cigarette out on the patio. The day is breaking. I've been taking the drugs, make my heart pound. I need another cigarette. Posting through the ashtray, hoping to find another way to get through the day. 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 Drinking up the dregs of all the beer bottles of last night's party, 'cause I don't wanna go down to the hookup for another hookup. I got another hookup. I just need to cook up a way to get through the day. Another way to get through the day. Another way to get through the day. Another way to get through the day. We've wasted our days and we've wasted our lives. We're wasted, we're wasted, we're wasted, alright. We've wasted our days and we've wasted our lives. We're wasted, we're wasted, we're wasted, alright. Got a girl naked, but I couldn't get it up, so she got
got a girl naked, but I couldn't get it up. So we smoked some black and we laughed it up. She said, hey honey, you're a real rock star. I said, nah baby, you go too far. It's just a way to get through the day. Another way to get through the day. Another way to get through the day. Another way to get through the day. Woke up in the afternoon, head still pounding. I don't know what to do, and the pressure's mounting. I could have been a lover, I could have been a fighter, I should have been a doctor, so I could have been prescribed a way to get through the day. Another way to get through the day. Another way to get through the day. Another way to get through the day. We've wasted our days and we've wasted our lives. We're wasted, we're wasted, we're wasted, alright. We've wasted our days and we've wasted our lives. We're wasted, we're wasted, we're wasted,
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So switching between no, it's not Doomsayer. It's all major chords. So it's just E, G, A, C. It's all major. I don't. It's really funny. I don't change when I write a song. I don't ever change the chord progressions, and the reason. I've never really have. I don't even change the way that I play the chords. So this is when I wrote Ordinary World, I knew the actual G. I knew that G was actually that, but I didn't like to play it like that because it sounded a little too full. And so I played it like this. Where I was muting the A string, and so there are some songs that I wrote in that era that use that old G, and I will never change that because for me, I think that it's important to each song is a footprint in my life. Each song is a footprint in certainly I have reinterpreted my songs and figured out new and interesting ways. I've taken kind of punky tunes and turned them into folk tunes and stuff like that. And when I do that, I don't mind changing up the chords because it's a different interpretation of the song. But if I'm playing the actual song the way that that it was originally intended, if I'm not changing up the arrangement in some form or another, then I try to play it the way I played it way back in the day. So there are and let me hold on. So Aaron's saying something. I'm having a hard time reading him. I have to send you an email. That's awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah, that'd be great, dude. I'm happy to hear you writing again. Rain falls, another gloomy day. Some get out, but most of us remain in the cold. Hey, Lenina, in the same rainy day. There's no song that we want to hear. Though rain falls, deafening our ears. The wind is sheer, and we remain in a rainy day. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down. And oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. Rain, it pulls and gathers at our feet. The chill, it burns and we're left shivering. The clouds crowd in, drop freezing rain, another rainy day. Soft, it falls, it kisses on her lips. Cold as ice and splashes as it hits. It numbs our eyes, it numbs our face this rainy day. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down. And oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. Oh, the fire in my heart is tearing me apart, and it's burning me down. And oh, the fire in my head is raging as it spreads, and it's burning me down, down, down. Hey, Orchestra, how you doing? Good to see you. And yeah. So an audible in regards to the title. So Sex Bang Boom is actually the name of my new. I have a new promotion here in Austin, Texas. I haven't done a residency anywhere since 2016. So almost a half decade. I haven't done a residency since 2016, and I haven't done a Get Set Go residency since like 2014. So it's been a long time. And my intention is to what I'd like to do here. Let me get. So I want to be right here. So let me do this guy right here. Let me do this guy right here. And then okay, all right, so that should be a little bit better. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to create a little bit of a reciprocating kind of audience, right? So I live in Austin, Texas now. I might as well embrace that fact, and I might as well actively try to court and cultivate an Austin following here in Austin. I've got a lot of songs. I think a lot of good songs. And so I think that if I just plant a flag in the sand and have a place where I can play and be seen in Austin, Texas, that as people show up and they're like, oh, I really like that song, I'll be like, oh, if you want to catch it, if you want to check it out later, I mean, if you want to hear that song again, I can't play it right now, but if you want to hear that song again, you can always hop in my live stream, because I live stream 5 days a week, and you can come in and request that song, and my hope is that they'll be like, oh, that's great, like I can do that from home, I'll do that, and then while they're here, so my hope is that like people that watch me live will fall in love with a song or two, and they'll show back up on the stream, and they'll request that song, and I'll play that song, and then hopefully they tell their friends, hey, check this out. And then like, oh, and by the way, if my other friend that lives in Austin, we can actually, now that you like this song, we can go catch this guy here, and it's for free. It's from 2 to 6 p.m. every Sunday for free, So my hope is to create a lot of different ways for people to find and appreciate my music, and create. I just want to be ubiquitous. I just want to be, if you're anywhere, just a heads up, I'm driving now, so I probably won't be able to respond to much for the next 2 hours. Where are you driving, Aldadol? Or is it just your normal? Yeah, right, Doomsayer. So that's exactly it. So that's my thing. Is like I'm figuring that if I can make it really easy for people to see me, like, so if people catch a stream, or if people catch a live show and they're like, dude, I really like that song. What's the name of that song? I'm like, oh, it's this. And if you want to hear it again live, you could tune in tomorrow, because the live shows will be on Sunday. So I'll be like, you can turn in tomorrow on Monday, and I can play that song again for you, And then what I can also do is I can also look at what other songs I might have that if they like the vibe of this song, I probably have 10 other songs that kind of match that vibe. So then I can cultivate, I can actively set up my set list or whatever it is I play that next day to show them to kind of, hey, if you like that song, you might also like these, And I think it'll give me a little project to do that way I can literally woo people sort of one at a time, you know, which is the way I work best. You know, the thing is that like I've never been the kind of guy where I'm like, all right, there's a big fucking crowd. I mean, which is funny. That's actually not so at Universal, or not Universal, at Mr. T's Bowl at Universal, at Mr. T's Bowl. There was a big audience, and because I was the impresario, I was the booker, I was the host, I was the guy that kind of that made the whole thing happen. Because I was that impresario, I often my band would play, and you know, and just by attrition, you know, we managed to collect a whole cadre of audience. But yeah, you know, I think that my music has changed significantly since then, you know, and I think that the songs I had back then in the heyday of Mr. T's Bull, it was just my first 2 records, you know, and my second record barely, you know, my second record came out in 2006, and I stopped promoting in Los Angeles in 2006. I mean, I didn't stop completely, but I was focusing on the band, so I didn't really pick up promoting again until 2010. You know, so there was a 4-year period where, you know, so and then when I started promoting again in 2010, I tried to reinvigorate all of the kids from the old scene. But they weren't kids anymore. You know, now they started off as everybody's in our early 20s, or everybody's in our mid to late 20s to early 30s. And now we had people in their mid 40s, and we had people, and most everybody else was now in their late 20s or their mid 30s, you know. So by that point in time, me getting everything up and running again, it was just difficult to, like, you know, they all had jobs and they had things happening and they had life, you know, and so it was tough to get them vested in the same kind of like weekly, you know, hurrah. And so I think it'll be a little bit easier for me to do this. Like, it's a daytime thing. It's 2 to 6 p.m. I do this every day. Like, so anyway, we'll see. Well, like that's all of the things I'm doing right now are they are highly considered. Like, I spend so much time contemplating them, thinking about what I want to do, how I want to do them. My hope was, my plan was to get Justin Robert Young and Andrew Heaton, because so the 3 of us have talked quite a bit about, like, let's find something that we could do on a regular basis that would be a lot of fun, you know, that we could do like a live thing and comedy thing and music thing and just kind of have a good time hanging out. I think that when Justin and I, when we were talking about, I think that Justin was looking to do like a monthly thing, and then Heaton and I started talking, and Heaton was like, yeah, he's like, that sounds like a great idea, and I was like, I'd love to, but I want to do it weekly, you know, because for me, it's so much easier to create an event that people just work into their weekly schedule, so they go, oh yeah, every week I'm here, you know, and the thing is and the only way that happens is it just takes time. You know, you have, it's basically the 3 visits, right? So if these people show up, so if they show up for one show and they have a great time, they go, that was amazing, that was a great time. Now, most people, when they go to an event, even if they know it happens on a regular basis, they often don't think, oh, I'm going to go next week. That's just not built into their thinking, you know? So they go, oh, I had a great time. So at some point in time, as long as the thing keeps going, at some point in time they come back again, and they go, and as long as they have a great time that time, they go, oh, that was amazing. That's like, I've been there twice and I've had a great time. But they still don't start building it into their schedule at that point in time. It's usually on the 3rd time. The 3rd time they roll back around and they're like, this is fucking amazing. And I've been like, this is the 3rd time I've been here, and every single time it's so much fun. That's when people go, oh, you know what? I'm going to start coming here. Start coming here regularly. And I've had that conversation so many times with people, that are at that 3rd time, they're like, fuck, man, I've been here. Like, every single time I come here, it's so much fun. So that's what I'm trying to build, you know? And I do think that what I'd like to do is I'd like this stream to share in some of that evolution. So what will happen is, as I meet people and bring in new musicians in Austin, I will also bring them to this stream. So my hope is that everything grows together, you know. Now, because Twitch for me is effectively a dead, I mean, it's not dead, but I don't see any growth, I don't see any built-in organic growth unless you guys are telling people and being like, hey, let's go check Mike out. But because I think I've maxed, you know, in fact I'm there's been a slow attrition of lost crowds and stuff like that. But that's cool. I don't really need Twitch people, you know. Twitch people for the most part they're not really the kind of music fans that I want to cultivate, you know. There are people here on Twitch that actually do play music that are the kind of people that I love and are the kind of people that I think would benefit from the kind of music fans that I think I'd like to cultivate, you know. So I am going to be doing something similar here on Twitch that is going to involve a handful of other musicians. We're only going to play originals, and we're going to do one show a month. And we're all gonna get together, and we're gonna I think it's gonna start with the 5 of us, and so what we'll do is we'll actually create another channel where we'll all stream to, like, I'm not 100% certain how I want to do this, but I think I'm just gonna give us, we'll all share a stream key, we'll all share a login, we'll all do a handover, and the reason why I think we want to do it this way is because we'll create a venue, and it'll be called whatever we want to call it, and that will be this one channel, and we'll actively promote. So we'll do our normal thing here on Twitch, but then we'll just try to make a place where everybody can hang out for 4 hours. It'll be like a normal rock and roll show, but it will be a community kind of thing, but it'll be online. So it'll be the same musicians, all of us hanging out, and when we're not playing, we'll be hanging out and chat and just kind of chatting away, you know. And so the idea is it will create a little community and a little online community inside Twitch, the way that the original Twitch music community used to be. It used to be very, very very, very all for one for all, in a way that really felt palpable. You know, like where you would see people in other streams and you'd be like, oh, these are my good friends, you know? And that's kind of gone because there's just too many people and there's too much stuff, and there's also too many people that want success and not the community. And for me, you know, as long as I can pay my bills, I'm totally, I just want good friends and good times, you know? So that's what I'm trying to cultivate. So I'm doing it's like a multi-pronged attack, you know, and then I've got the publicists and I've got all the other stuff. So I'm sorry I didn't mean to just palaver for a long time, but this has been my obsession for the past, since January, is just figuring out this game plan, you know? So, and thank you, Lil Moppet. Oh, let me tune up real quick, and then so I'm playing requests, but I need requests to play them. So if you guys have any songs you want to hear, awesome. Otherwise I'll just put together a little 10-song set real fast. But let me tune up. And thank you so much for the host, Orchestrian. Okay, so let's see. No, I was at a friend's house yesterday, and I'm driving back. Oh, okay, of course. All right, let me. Here, I'll put together a set list real quick. Give me just 1 second. And you guys make use of the soundboard or something. Let me see. Let's do some songs that I haven't played in a while. Well, let's do some cool, fun new ones. We'll do Kick It. We'll do Ultrasonic. We'll do Wild Animals. I'm only playing on the electric. I'm only playing on the acoustic today. We'll do Wild Animals, and we'll do let's do Bust a Nut. And let's do Ladies and Gentlemen. Ladies and Gentlemen, We Are on Fire. And we'll do She's Unstoppable. Okay, so these are all kind of upbeat and fun and silly and rock songs. And then let's see. Let me add a couple. Let me add a few more that are maybe some fun upbeat rock songs that I haven't played in a long time. Maybe It's Alright. It's Alright. And what about Heat That Kills? I'm gonna be going to the dinner, Lenina. I'm gonna be going to the dinner, and I'm gonna be doing the whole whiskey thing. There's gonna be we're gonna be doing, and my schedule might change as things kind of pop up because I'm getting invited to so many different things. But we've also have Isabella and both dogs, and so I'm just trying to figure out how to juggle things correctly. But or juggle things in a way where we get maximum friend time with a minimum of life chaos. So, heat the kills. Let's do nobody knows, nobody cares, and then let's do let's do off with their heads, off with their heads, and then and I think this is a good little full rock set. Streams, boom. All right, there we go. Okay. Oh, awesome. Is this with Justin? What are you talking about, Brian? And thank you, Lenina. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll be. It should be. I will definitely let you know if, like, it might be at particular locations. I might need to hand them off to various people, so just so I can kind of like get all my socializing in, or even the playing. I know Isabella is probably not going to want to both wrangle Sue and the little Moppet. So what were you asking? Is this with Justin? Are you talking about how lagged are you? Are you talking about my live thing here in Austin?
We're gonna kick it like it's never been kicked before. We're gonna hit it, then we're gonna hit it 10 times more. We're gonna take the night, we're gonna take the day. We're gonna light it up and then throw it away. We're gonna shoot it up, then we'll drink it down. We're gonna punch it hard right in the mouth. We're gonna take the sky, we're gonna steal the stars. We're gonna roll on by in our muscle cars. Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. At all. Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. At all. We're gonna do like it's never been done before. We're gonna pound it, then we're gonna pound it some more. We're gonna light the fire, we're gonna burn it out. So come on, baby, let's you and me get down. Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. At all. Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. You gotta take one down, then you pass it around. You gotta take two down, then you pass them around. You gotta take three down, and you pass them around. You gotta take four down, you gotta take more down. Alright! Tonight! Alright! Woo! Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. At all. Everything you don't wanna be is everything you don't gotta be at all. Hey, that's awesome, Battle. Thank you, man. That's actually great news, dude. And don't thank you, brother. That's very kind of you. Take your time. Don't even worry about it. I mean, the only books that I think are at risk of selling out in the short term is Ordinary World. I think I've got 8 copies of Ordinary World left, and then
And then that's it. But everything else has enough copies, like has enough copies based on how quickly I move them. Now, one thing that we are going to be doing is I am going to be setting up an Instagram shop. And the Instagram shop, I seem to be getting a lot more, because of Isabella's efforts, which is awesome. Lil Moppet TV, because of her efforts, I've been seeing a lot more activity on Instagram. So, so maybe they'll sell, more with more frequency, but if that's the case, if it turns out that 7 people want to buy them real quick, I will reach out to you and let you know that we're down to the last couple. So don't even sweat it, man. Yeah, that's one of the good things about being a regular in the stream is as long like the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So yeah, as long as you let me know your intentions, I will remember it. Yeah, no, that's awesome. No worries, Aldadol. That's great, man. But I bring the riot, I own the takedown, I stoke the fire, I am the knockout, I am the pushback, I own the meanwhile, oh yes I am Tsunami, I bring the anthems, I light the bonfires, I count the heartbeats, I push the count higher, I cut the fresh wound, I slice the deepest, oh yes I am Tsunami, crashing in like tidal forces, charging up like cavalry horses, dropping in like the force of gravity, pressing in like a surge of lava, messing with the laws of awesome as I burst the shackles holding me. I'm ultrasonic, everything you wanted, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it, gonna give you everything. I am the landslide, I bring the wildfire, I sing the true songs that catch the loose sky, I beat the heartbeat, I pound the rhythm, yes I am Tsunami, surging up like rising mountains, blasting forth like a raging fountain, coursing in with the fury of the storm, raging in like a violent clamor, heavy rain that drops like hammers, handing out the havoc and the score. I'm ultrasonic, everything you wanted, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I got it, gonna give you everything. They can't slow me down, they can't wear me out. There's no road too far, there's no tearing down. They can't hold me back, they can't slow me down. There's no getting lost, I'm always around. I'm ultrasonic, everything you wanted, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, everything you wanted, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, everything you want, everything I do for you, I do it all to turn you on. I'm ultrasonic, I'll give it if I'll give it if I got it. Gonna give you everything. Hell yeah, there you go. So yeah, it's a song called Ultrasonic. So yeah, man. So I'm really excited to bring in this cajon player for the Sunday night. It's gonna be expensive, but I think I what I really want to do is I want to get, if I can get a cajon player and a percussion, like somebody plays bongos and does shaker and tambourine and that kind of stuff. I think that we could come up with a really fucking cool kind of like. I'd love to have a weird blend of like Motown and punk rock and folk, like all of it, like all through the blender that is indie rock, you know, like all of it with like I like just holding on one note for a long time and just drilling that, you know, like, and then dropping back, like so it'll be a weird melange of different things, but I think I just like. I know what I want. I know how I want to reinterpret the music I currently have for this new approach, and I think it's gonna be awesome. So, let me see. So I haven't played this one on the acoustic ever. So let me just see if I can figure this one out. Yeah, it sounds a little. Okay, all right. So this is a song called Wild Animals, and it goes, Stone Age, baby, you can drive me crazy. You can light a fire and put my heart right into it. Stone Age lover, I don't want another. I just want to touch you. Come on, let me touch you, baby. Let's get prehistoric lover. Let's get wild beneath the covers. Oh, Stone Age got us. Guess you really got us. Guess we're gonna do it. Guess we're gonna push on through it. Stone Age, darling, can you hear me calling? I've been a hollering, Let's get prehistoric lover. Let's get wild beneath the covers. Oh, wild animals, pumping, pushing, paying, playing, breaking every single rule. Wild animals, touching, taming, titillating, taking time to love on you. Wild animals, baking, breaking, roasting, baking, baby, we can take it all. Wild animals, doing, driving, danger, diving, diving, we done it all. Stone Age mama, can I be your papa? Can I love you? Can I touch you? Everything. Stone Age lady, you might drive me crazy, but I'm gonna love you, everything. Let's get prehistoric lover. Let's get wild beneath the covers. So do 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 do. Let's get prehistoric lover. Let's get wild beneath the covers. Oh, wild animals, pumping, pushing, paying, playing, breaking every single rule. Wild animals, touching, taming, titillating, taking time to love on you. Wild animals, baking, breaking, roasting, baking, baby, we can take it all. Wild animals, doing, driving, danger, diving, darling, we done it all. I will love you. I will love you, baby. I will love you for all time. I will love you. I will love you, baby. I will love you for all time. Do 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 do. Let's get prehistoric lover. Let's get wild beneath the covers. Oh, wild animals, bumping, pushing, paying, playing, breaking every single rule. Wild animals, touching, taming, titillating, taking time to love on you. Wild animals, baking, breaking, roasting, baking, baby, we can take it all. Wild animals, doing, driving, danger, diving, darling, we done it all. This That's what I need to do. I need to go to the open D. Yeah, this song called Wild Animals. So a lot of these songs are new songs that are not yet on any record. Actually, that's not so. Some of them do exist as acoustic demos, because right now I'm in the process of recording. Hey, thank you, Lenina. Thank you very much. By Friday, at the latest early Saturday morning, I will have put out 100 new acoustic demos since January. My intention, I actually counted them all out and decided to add some new ones and remove some old ones. So there will be about 135 songs in total that I will be recording acoustic demos for, including 10 new piano songs. So I'm gonna have a piano record, I'm gonna have a full rock record, I'm gonna have a folk record, I'm gonna have a pop record. I'm like, my idea is that I want to showcase the fact that not only, so it's funny, one of the things I've really been focusing on a lot, because I'm always working on music, and I spend so much time obsessing and working and polishing and honing and crafting, and you're like, so I've been looking at other people that also are prolific, and I've been looking at other people that also claim to be people that work on music all the time, and it's funny because one of the things that I've noticed, the people that actually do a lot of volume, they often also do lots of volume with short songs, like a 1.5-minute song. Hey, so I write a song every single day, and here's my 1-minute-long song. And it doesn't really have a chorus, and it doesn't really sometimes they are catchy, sometimes the instrumentation's awesome, but they, they're like little what I call song sketches. That's awesome. I don't mean to disparage them at all. But the thing is that for me, the way I work is I play my song. So I write a song. I write a whole song. I write a 3.5-minute or 4-minute or 5-minute epic, and then I bring it to you guys and I play it a bunch, and I get a sense of, does the song work? Does it not work? And then the ones that don't work usually get shunted aside, and the ones that do work, I keep cultivating and keep working on and keep, and so over the course of, a year, I will usually end up with, 60 to 80 keepers, and even so, that's way too much fucking music for any human being to wrap their head around. But I do think that my intention is to do in this next coming year, and that's what I'm working with my publicist on, is selling to people on the idea that, like, let me help curate a way to introduce people to Get Set Go. With my new music, here are my new songs. And so, in fact, some of the songs I'm playing right now, I think are, if you're into, like, this next song, it's a totally over the top, silly, sexy song. But it's also silly and fun and rollicking, and it definitely is a good, like, driving song or being at a nightclub and jumping around song. So I want to be able to say, like, hey, if this is your vibe, these are the songs that I've got that match that vibe. And if this is your vibe, and if you enjoy all these vibes but at different times, here's where you can find all of them, and here's the roadmap to explore Get Set Go's music. So that's one of the things that I'm currently working on. I'm putting together Spotify playlists, and then I will eventually migrate those playlists from Spotify onto YouTube. And so I want to just make it as easily as possible for people to digest my music without feeling overwhelmed that there are, because I have over 400 songs available just on Spotify, so it's a lot of music. So that's one of the things I've been really kind of, another thing, I just obsess all the time. So one of the things that I've been thinking of and really focusing on lately is what differentiates me from the other people that also do prolific stuff, like what, and one of the things that none of them do that I do is just play all the time, like I'm constantly playing, and constantly vetting them and getting a sense of whether things work or not and whether they don't. And right now I'm figuring that they don't work at all because no one's saying anything. That's what I'm at. So this is a song called Busted It. Kiss me like you want me, kiss me like you love me, baby, oh you got me, come on love me, teach me your karate, I wanna slip your lips and penetrate your body, oh my god, I think I'm gonna bust another lover, slip beneath the covers, take off all your clothes and discover one another, let me feel your body, oh teach me your karate, come on sugar, let me get so filthy naughty, oh my god, I
think I'm gonna bust a nut. First you moan until you scream, and then you start to cry. But wipe away your tears, my dear. Let's get it one more time. Let's do it one more time. First you come, oh yes you came, and then you start to cry. But wipe away your tears, my dear. Let's get it one more time. Let's do it one more time. Cause baby, I don't nothing, never told somebody something about sugar. Let me tell you, know that yes, I know that you are fucking fine. Love me, sugar, won't you love me? Let me kiss your lips and suck out all your honey. Let me steal a kiss or give you all my money. Let me kiss your lips, let me fill your lovely tummy. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna bust a nut. Come on, fill me with your fire. Baby, you're a furnace, stoking my desire. Come on, lover, kiss me, your loving it'll fix me. Come on, lover, hold me, show me that you know me. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna bust a nut. First you moan until you scream, and then you start to cry. But wipe away your tears, my dear. Let's get it one more time. Let's do it one more time. First you come, oh yes you came, and then you start to cry. But wipe away your tears, my dear. Let's get it one more time. Let's do it one more time. Cause baby, I know nothing, never told somebody something about sugar. Let me tell you, know that yes, I know that you are fucking fine. Oh, our hearts are intertwined. Your hands are clasping mine as we disappear into the moment. Oh, our thoughts are intertwined as I peer into your eyes, as we disappear into the moment. Kiss me like you want me, kiss me like you love me, and baby, oh you got me. Come on, love me, teach me your karate. I wanna slip your lips and penetrate your body. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna bust a nut.
Yeah, there you go. That's a song called Bust a Nut. Do. And don't. I was just poking fun. You guys don't. Yeah, you can lurk away. The thing is like I really do. I do this for practice. I do this. I do this thing. I play and live stream, and I force myself to do it for 3 hours just because it gives me 3 hours of practice that's not recording. 3 hours where I feel the energy and fire that happens. No, Sue. No, dude, stop. That is knowing that you're playing live and you're on and that you're being witnessed. What you're doing is being witnessed. It adds an extra sense of urgency, that you can only get by being in front of an audience, and so I like practicing in that context just to make sure that I don't lose my comfort in front of an audience, so. But this is a song called "Ladies and Gentlemen, We Are on Fire." We're gonna be alright. Everything's on fire. The ship is going down and the flames are climbing higher, but we'll be alright. What else can we do? The ship is going down, but baby, you look beautiful. I love the way the flames light your face. Oh, 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 darling, you're so beautiful. I love just how the fire lights you now. Oh, 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 darling, you're so beautiful. We're gonna be alright. There's chaos in the streets. The buildings, they are burning and we're running from the heat, but we'll be alright. There's nothing left to do. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, love of you are beautiful. Embrace the fire, burning desire. Oh, 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 darling, you're so beautiful. I just can't wait. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, 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 darling, you're so beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on fire. We're gonna be alright. The world's gone insane. We're gonna steal a car and then we're gonna make a getaway. We'll be alright. What else can we do? Everything's on fire, but I love you are beautiful. I love the way the flames light your face. Oh, 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 darling, you're so beautiful. I love just how the fire lights you now. Oh, 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 darling, you're so beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on fire. That's a song called Ladies and Gentlemen, We Are on Fire. That one's an easy song to remember because the name is built right into it. Yeah, man. Okay, so this next one, I haven't played this one on an acoustic in a long time, so this one might be a train wreck. Let me see. Let me get rid of that. And let's see. She's been getting on, she's been getting off, she's been getting around, she's been coming up, she's been coming down, she's been coming around. Oh, she knows what she wants, and she ain't gonna stop till she climbs up on top. You can't get in your way unless you're willing to pay, unless you give what you got. I'm telling you, man, this girl, she can't be stopped. 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 She's been on the prowl. She's a hunter now, and she's been ready to pounce. She's a killer, son, and you better run. You better flee, you better get on out. She's more deadly than fire, and she knows how to burn. This is something you learn. And she ain't gonna stop till she's up on top, till she's got what you got. I'm telling you, man, this girl, she can't be stopped. 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 And when she's got you, oh, you're gonna hurt. Yeah, she's gonna draw some blood. But in that hurting you might realize that there's never been another you could ever call your lover. Whoa. And when she's got you, oh, you're gonna hurt. Yeah, she's gonna draw some blood. But in that bleeding you'll be pleading to be needing a loving that she's loving, cause there's just no other lover. Whoa. Sheesh. She's been coming on, she's been coming out, she's been coming around. She's been tearing up, she's been tearing out, she's been tearing around. Oh, she knows what she wants, and she ain't gonna stop till she climbs up on top. You can't get in the way unless you're willing to pay, unless you give what you got. I'm telling you, man, this girl, she can't be stopped. 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 She's unstoppable. All right, so let me see. Book of Doom. All right, I've got about 8 songs left in the request queue. Now, so for me, I have a crazy week, but I just have the next few months are crazy for me. One thing that I have to do, I have to spend a couple hours every single day going out into Austin near my house. And there's the great thing about my place. In fact, the great thing about where the Little Drinks Lounge, which is where we're doing the Sunday daytime show. It's going to be every Sunday starting in May. My hope is that it continues past May. And my hope is really truthfully that I'm able to just convert this Sunday into a happening where we hit capacity by 2:30 in the afternoon, and then we remain at capacity until 7 or 8 at night. That's my goal. That's my objective. It's going to require a lot of work, and it's going to require a lot of promotion. It's going to require a lot of me playing and getting people excited and doing all the things that I used to do that I haven't really done in earnest in a good since I moved to Austin. But the thing is like I have the drive. Hey, thank you, Bobcat. That's awesome, man. Thank you, dude. 58 months. That is fucking incredible. Thank you, dude. How you doing, man? But even so, I am because I'm doing all this. I might have to bow out every now and again because I added to my already ridiculous schedule where I'm recording 10 acoustic demos a week, and I'm handling all of the business side of the band as we're dealing with the publicity stuff and we're dealing with the promote. Like I'm also adding 2 hours of promotion every single day. Oh yeah, and I'm also walking 10 miles a day. I'm trying to stream 3 hours a day. I'm trying to get I'm trying to write piano songs like. So my day is just very, very full. And so I will on occasion cut this stream short just so I can go take care of a bunch of my other responsibilities. So of course, if it turns out everybody's having a really great time, and then I won't leave, but if it seems like for the most part that everybody's just lurking, then I might just excuse myself and take off and go because I walk 10 miles a day, Bobcat. I've been walking 10 miles a day since September of last year. It was after I smashed my face, after I had the accident. So, let me see. Yeah, it is, but it's funny, man. It gives me time, like a lot of the strategizing and a lot of the thinking and a lot of the things that I've been doing, that like figuring out how I want to wend through all of this chaos that is my life lately. I really do feel like after this year of significant effort, if I can't move the needle at all, like if the world just doesn't seem like they're interested, then I will just retreat. I will stop trying to increase my footprint and just focus on what I can do here, and focus on the revenue I currently have coming in and figuring out the best way to maximize the usage of that revenue. So, but that's my fallback position. That's my if everything fails position. I don't think it's going to fail. I've never when I've put in a titanic amount of work, and I've done it smart. But even more so than the titanic amount of work I put on Hesitation Cuts, because that was just the focus on the music. I wasn't focused on the business side at all. So this time around, I'm bifurcating and trifurcating and quadfurcating my attention because I'm because I'm focusing on the business side. I'm focusing on the promotion side. I'm focusing on live shows. I'm focusing on the live streaming thing. I'm focusing on publicity, you know, or I've brought in people to focus on publicity. So now I'm focusing on paying for the publicist, you know, like I've got so much shit on my plate that I'm trying to juggle and keep up, you know. But one of the great things is I have Isabella here helping me out. And so she's been responsible for a lot of the cool shit that's been happening on Instagram and all the cool stuff that's been happening on Facebook. And like, so, you know, yeah, you know, and we'll see, you know, but again, so I'm going to put in one huge last ditch effort. And so the walking 10 miles is a big part of that. It allows me time to like, just contemplate what I need to do and where I want to spend my day. And then then I try to get all of my shit done. And so my plan is so if I do all this stuff and the needle does not move at all, and I don't see really, like, it doesn't feel satisfying. Like I can a little tiny amount of growth can keep me satisfied forever and ever. But if I receive enough pushback, then I will be like, all right, you know, like I will move somewhere else and do something else. So our fail safe goal, like thing is I just relocate, you know, like Isabella and myself and the puppies, we find a new place to live that's just even dramatically cheaper. And then we just keep doing the same thing, but just not as hyper focused on growing the footprint. Because the thing is that, like, for me, I have to, you know, I've got Isabella here now, you know, and I've got another puppy. So so it's not just Sue and me anymore. And I need to generate a little bit more revenue, you know, and I need to feel like what I'm doing matters, you know. So. Actually, let me talk about that real quick. And it has to feel like the music matters. Like, that's the thing is, you know, I'm not a personality. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not an internet person. I'm not I'm a musician. I'm a songwriter. And if the music doesn't matter to everybody else, that's cool. You know, I get it. I write a fuck ton of music and I can't remain relevant forever and always. But the thing is that, like, for me, man, it's what I fucking love to do. I you know, like, and I think like I'm writing better music than I ever have, you know? So anyway, growing footprint means more Twitch viewers, more Spotify plays. Or no, I mean, Twitch is off my radar. Twitch is not my audience, you know, or like the regular Twitch people are not my audience, you know? So hey, welcome back, Ladina. But Spotify plays, Apple Music plays, finding some other way to feel like I'm accessing and drilling into my audience in a way that gives them access to me. Like if I could get the word out to every person that ever like gets a go, that they could find me 5 days a week here, and that they could find me, and if they find themselves in Austin, they can find me on Sundays. The thing is like that then if they were all like, fuck Mike, I'd be like, okay, I'll do something else. But the thing is like, but I feel like it's not happening. You know, the thing is like, and I feel like the assets that I have that I keep offering to places like Twitch, like, hey, look at me, I do original music and it's been celebrated by millions of people over and over and over again. Do you guys want to do something with it? Maybe? And when there's just crickets chirp, I don't get any response. I'm like, okay, so this is not the place for me, you know, like, and that's kind of where I'm at right now, you know, like, but you know, I mean, that's fine, you know, like I'll figure it out. So. Have $1 million, I will always be. $1 million is what I just said. I will never have $1 million. It's a very different lyric. Oh, I'm never gonna have $1 million. I will always be Ricardo, but it's alright. I'm gonna work till the day that I die. No, I'll never retire, but it's alright. It's alright, baby, yes, it's alright. It's alright, baby, yes, it's alright. Just so long as I come home to you, baby, it is alright. I'll never be lonely. And when I'm with you, there's no I'm dying slowly, but when I'm with you, there's nothing I would suffer through. Every day that I live is a day that I die, and it makes me cry, but it's alright. Every dollar I make is a dollar they take, but sugar, let me tell you that it's alright. It's alright, baby, yes, it's alright. It's alright, baby, yes, it's alright. Just so long as I come home to you, baby, it is alright. I'll never be lonely, and when I'm with you, there's nothing I will suffer through. I'll say it one more time. I'm dying slowly, but when I'm with you, there's nothing I can suffer through. Fuck growing old. Fuck feeling like a failure. Fuck the things I own. Fuck the songs I wrote. I'm going home so I can be with you. I'm sick of sucking on your dick, motherfucker, for a buck, but I tell you that it's alright. I'll never be satisfied, I'll never be gratified, but sugar, let me tell you that it's alright. It's alright, baby, yes, it's alright. It's alright, baby, yes, it's alright. Just so long as I come home to you, baby, it is alright. I'll never be lonely, and when I'm with you, there's nothing I would suffer through. I'll say it one more time. I'm dying slowly, but when I'm with you, there's nothing I would suffer through. Yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, it's, you know, for me, I don't mind the hard work, and I don't mind, hey, thank you, Lenina, thank you very much. Yeah, no, thank you, Buck. Yeah, you know, like, it's funny, you know, for me, you know, it really could be that perhaps the music I make is not the music of right now, because, you know, the messaging that I'm writing is not what people want, you know, like that. Like, the thing is that, like, maybe people don't want songs about loneliness and about the struggle and about dealing with addressing your woes through short-term fixes like alcohol and booze and the damage that does, and maybe, you know, like you know, I mean, maybe that's what it is. You know, maybe people aren't really into catchy melodies. You know, like, I mean, I don't think so. The thing is like maybe what it is maybe it's just the rich kids win. You know, that's always been the case. It's always been the case my entire life. The rich kids win, and I'm not a rich kid, so, you know, so maybe that's what it is. You know, I don't. You know, the thing is that, like, it's not too fucking hard for me to keep on keeping on, because I love what I do, and I love the people I know because of what I do. And I still have a fucking wonderful time when I get up in the morning. I'm really excited to go about my day and keep making what I do, you know. I still think enough people aren't seeing it, and people don't seek out enough. Yeah, no, of course. I think, yeah, and of course, Bobcat, because there's so much coming at them, and everybody likes to be part of the zeitgeist, right? Everybody likes to be part of, like, everybody likes to be like, oh, did you hear the new thing? Oh, yes, I love the new thing. Oh, it's amazing. Let's all go celebrate the new thing together. Yay! Like, and that's where all these rich kid bands show up, and they're like, hey, we're the young hot rich kids of rich parents, and check us out. And they've got you know, a decent song, like not a great song, but a decent song, and they look cool, and they, you know, and they, you know, and they do their thing, and people go, oh my God, we're all part of this new zeitgeist, and they're amazing, and then they forget about them 2 years later. They're like, oh, remember that? Whatever happened to that band? Like, okay, so you know, so for me, you know, and I get that. Like, that's why I've never really engaged in the popularity contest of the world. Like I've never, which is so funny because there's so much that I've done that has garnered significant attention from a small subset of people, you know. But even that, as much as I appreciated when Mr. Tease was blowing up. As much as I appreciated playing shows in front of thousands of people, as much as I appreciated having like big crowds every single week that we played 50 weeks a year. Every single week there was a huge crowd screaming along to our songs. As much as that, as awesome as that was, for me, it was also equally as awesome when we were just playing for 20 close friends in a small venue, and everybody was like, as long as people are having a good time, as long as I get to be part of people having a good time, that's cool for me, you know? And so it took me a long time to realize that the motivation, like that my motivations are seriously limiting what like the way I approach what I do, you know? And so it took me a while to kind of figure out, okay, well then how do I take the limitations of what I do and turn them into thank you, Doomsayer. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, and that's right. Wasn't it like, and those were, man, like those were amazing shows, you know, like they were, and whether there was like I remember when we started Launchpad East, or Launchpad West rather, which was at the old Billiard Inn. It was like New Maximum Donkey and Get Set Go, and that was it, you know. And it was literally, and there were like 13 people in the audience, but we had so much fun, and there were such cool shows. And afterwards we just hung out and shot the shit, and then we all went out to dinner, and like we like, you know, and those were just as awesome and just as amazing, as just as thrilling and just as important for me as the big shows, you know. And so for me, like, so I guess, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a way to sell enough people on the idea that I am writing a book. It is a huge book. It is a lifelong book, and every album is a chapter in that book, you know, and that if you want to know the whole story, you kind of have to keep paying attention and keep signing up to like get the next chapter of the book, you know. But the thing is, and so I'm trying to invest in people. So I'm trying to sell them on that idea, and then I'm trying to sell them on the idea that book will always be improving, you know, like the writing will get better, the ideas behind it, like that the whole thing is like, you know, so. As much as I love the early stuff, and I really do, I love So You've Ruined Your Life, I love Ordinary World. They're important records for me, but they're me at my most, not my most rudimentary, because Vermicious K, which at some point in time I am going to curate along with my bands and along with my buddies in Vermicious K. We're going to curate a little collection of of songs and put together maybe 2 or 3 albums, 2 or 3 short like little 10-song albums, and put out a Vermicious K sort of like collection, because they're fun, and I think they're also, I think they're a super critical, like one of the great things about my life as a musician is you can literally track my entire growth. You can start with like literally the second or third song I ever wrote, which we've got a recording of, that we've actually got a good recording of because we got better at recording. So they're good 4-track recordings of like the second or third song I ever wrote, and then follow that all the way up to the stuff I do now, you know? And I think it's important to like so I think it's really cool to, I mean, you know, even if the world doesn't give a fuck right now, you know, I know at some point in time, 100 years from now, or 200 years from now, or 300 years from now, there will be somebody looking back and being like, hey, we really want to understand what it was like to be a working class musician in, you know, they started out in the mid 1990s and kind of went through all of the upheaval, like who dealt with the whole punk rock revolution in the early 90s, and then dealt with the upheaval of MP3s and streaming, and like where the entire music industry was thrown away. The thing is like, is there anybody that's telling that story? And I'll be like, hey, here you go. Like I mean, I won't be there to say it, but like the thing is like, but there will be a whole you know, a roadmap of kind of what was going on and what was going on in my head and what I was dealing with and the people in my life that were like. So the thing is like, so I'm not too. So I know that even if I don't hit that point where but for me, I just like to survive, to keep making these records, to keep putting these stories out, to keep adding chapters to the book, you know. And the thing is that like, and 6 months ago it felt like that was a no-brainer, you know. It felt like I had everything settled. But, you know, adding 2 mouths and adding, and you know, has kind of thrown that into question, you know, not in hardcore question, because, you know, once Isabella's still getting all of her green card stuff sorted out and all of that. And so when she's able to start generating some revenue, that'll be awesome. You know, the thing is that like, you know, and we've already got game plans for how she can start contributing to like financially with her own endeavors and the things that she wants to do pretty quickly, because you can still work for donations, because donations they're not considered revenue, they're just donations. And there are places like there are yoga studios, there are other things like that where people do stuff based on donations. So we're talking about maybe finding something like that she can do just in the interim, while because it can take up to 3 to 5 years to process her, you know, like immigration stuff. So it could be a long time, you know. Anyway, but that said, well, what do you mean spoiling it? What did I spoil? Yes, no, you're right, and that's one of the, that's exactly, Bobcat, that's exactly for me. Like that's why I'm keeping her here, is because, you know, Sue probably couldn't survive off Lil Moppet, but I'm figuring Isabella, she's probably good for 3 or 4 meals for both of us, and then Lil Moppet, I can get one good meal. So, all right, let's hear. So, all right, so this is a song off of a side project record that I wrote a long time ago. This came out in 2008. It was a real dark record. This is one, and sweetheart, I'm not. You didn't. You could, if you, the more you make a big deal out of it, the more emblazoned it becomes in people's memories. You know that, right? So if you want to make sure that everybody knows, all you need to do is just bitch and moan about the fact that I talked about, you know, you can be like, man, Michael totally spoiled everything by letting everybody, if you just do that every, like, say 15 or 20 minutes in every stream, then you'll make sure that it gets broadcast to the entire planet. Sweetheart, it's awesome. I mean, you know, it's like we keep outlining a game plan, figuring out a strategy, and then some fucking gigantic obstacle gets thrown in our way, and then you and I figure out a way around it. Like, that's awesome, you know? Yeah, I know, right? Am I? Yeah. Yeah, no one even pays attention. No one even pays attention.
Crazy. Everybody thinks you're weird. Everybody says you're lazy. Nobody knows and nobody cares. You better give up. You better give in. You better move over, 'cause there is someone better than you taking your place, and you're in disgrace, and there is nothing you can do. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha. Everybody knows you're crazy. Can't take it. Nobody knows and nobody cares. You better give up. You better give in. You better move over, 'cause there is someone better than you taking your place, and you're in disgrace, and there is nothing you can do. Ah ha ha ha. Ha ha.
crazy. Everybody thinks you're weird. Everybody says you're lazy. Nobody knows and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Yeah, that's from a side project album that I recorded in 2008. The band was called I Give Up, and the album was called Nobody Cares. And that's the song. That's the song Nobody Cares from that record. It's the title track off that album. Okay, so I've never played this song. Hey, thank you, Bobcat. Yeah, that's a fun one. I've never played this song on an acoustic guitar ever. So we'll see how this one goes. But unless you guys can remember time, but I don't think I have. So thank you, Lenina. Yeah, it's so crazy. I don't know Lil Moppet. I don't know just yet. I've got 5 songs left in the request queue. And I was thinking that I played those 5, and then if no one was paying attention, if no one was here, or if people were just lurking, then I would excuse myself and I would go and we could eat an early dinner, and then we could go promote the show. But if people are here, then we'll go till 8, and then we'll eat at 8, and then we'll go out from for an hour or two to go promote the show. So we'll see. But this one goes okay, that's how it goes. Beat on the kids, and the kids will be back. They're due to launch another counterattack. Enroll the tanks, so reload the guns. Everybody's beating down on everyone. I think that you could be a star. Just do the unthinkable while the cameras are on. Life is cheap, we're all practically dead. They're coming for us, so off with their heads. Off with their heads, they're coming for us. So off with their heads, off with their heads, they're coming for us. Money is king and Jesus is queen. It's the goddamn weirdest thing that I've ever seen. Blood is cheaper than water for sure. It spills so black and it feels so warm. I think that you could give us all, if only you were 300 feet tall. But no matter, it's already been said, they're coming for us. So off with their heads, off with their heads, they're coming for us. So off with their heads, off with their heads, they're coming for us. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Chop, 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 choppy, chop, chop. Chop, chop, choppy, 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 chop, chop, chop. Chop, 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 choppy, chop, chop. Chop, chop, choppy, 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 chop, chop, chop. Chop, 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 choppy, chop, chop. Chop, chop, choppy, 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 chop, chop, chop. Chop, 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 choppy, chop, chop. Chop, chop, choppy, 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 chop, chop, chop. Beat on the kids, and the kids will be back. They're due to launch another counterattack. Enroll the tanks, so reload the guns. Everybody's beating down on everyone. I think that you could be a star. Just do the unthinkable while the cameras are on. Life is cheap, we're all practically dead. They're coming for us, so off with their heads. Off with their heads, they're coming for us. So off with their heads, off with their heads, they're coming for us. So off with their heads, off with their heads, they're coming for us. So off with their heads. Yeah. So one of the reasons why I'm actually playing, I played that set list is because I'm trying to identify a bunch of the new material that I want to work with a new cajon player, because I want to. So the place that I'm doing this show at, which is why the actual show is called Sex Bang Boom, the musical. They want to establish like a kind of like old school like 90s punk rock aesthetic, you know? So, and of course the 90s punk rock aesthetic is something I know intimately. So I was like, okay, that's great. So I can definitely build on that. So so I want to make sure should we eat up? Should we eat before we go to the meetup on Friday? Yeah, I think Lenina, that I think that Trey was saying that they will have food, but I don't know. I could ask him. Here, let's just check. Hold on. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Let me see. Hey man, is food available at the whiskey thing on Friday? At the Wizard Academy. It's at the Wizard Academy, right? Yeah, I think it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, good. No, that's great. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah, Sue, be louder. Bark more. Bark more. Hey, Bark. Hey, no, 2 more. 1 more. That's it. That's it. No. No. He just doesn't follow direction. That's all it is. He just doesn't follow direction. Like if I get him to like just do it. Yeah. So I just asked Trey. I don't know, Lena, but I'll let you know if he gets back. So. Yeah. I mean. Yeah. Who knows? But we will. But I think. But Trey mentioned something about it. So we'll hold on and see. So this is a song called. Oh wait, hold on. This is him. Dun dun dun. Which one is it? Oh no, that's not. Okay, no, that's not him. That wasn't him. God damn it. So yeah, we'll find out in just a bit. So this is a song called "Let the Music Drown Us." This is a brand new one. Wait, hold on. That could have been him. No idea. Okay. Oh, he doesn't know. No. All right. So okay. So we don't know. So maybe just plan on eating beforehand. Yeah, we can do. So yeah, if you wanted to meet up with us before, let me. Why don't you just keep that period right before the whole thing? Because I think it starts in the afternoon and goes to evening. And I think that we are riding with Trey, or that we're either riding with Trey or we're carpooling, or I don't exactly know how we're doing all this coordinating stuff. So we will all sort it out with you guys, and then maybe we can all eat together. Yeah, I think if you do plan on eating beforehand and it works out timing wise, I think maybe we could all eat together and it'd be fun. But we'll just figure it all out. So. It's a 5-day. Yeah. So that's right. So for us, so for Isabel and I, we eat at 8 o'clock. So it's like it's pre-dinner time, but I'd be up for doing a snack or something. Darling, you don't. I just know. Okay. Hey buddy. Darling, you don't know me very well. If you think I cannot. That's not right. Darling, you don't know me very well. If you think I cannot tell. Darling, you don't know me very well. If you think I cannot tell that you're always singing in your heart a song that always starts with the minor chord. Yes, you're always singing in your heart a song that always starts with the minor chord. And it's in 4/4 time, and it's got the rhymes that make you fall apart. Darling, 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 you don't know me very well if you think I cannot tell. Darling, 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 you don't know me very well if you think I cannot tell that you're always making up a song and your heart is never wrong to sing off key. Yes, you're always making up a song and your heart is never wrong to sing with me. You gotta sing with the band, and if you're ever gonna land in a place where you wanna be, oh, sing out. Let the music drown us. Let the music have its way. Oh, sing out. Let the music out us. Let the music have the day. Darling, 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 can you know me very well? Darling, 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 oh, only time will tell. Darling, 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 oh, I wanna sing with you. Darling, 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 will you let me do? Oh, sing out. Let the music drown us. Let the music wash us away. Oh, sing out. Let the music out us. Let the music have its day. Darling, 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 you don't know me very well if you think I cannot tell. Darling, 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 you don't know me very well. You think I cannot tell that you're always singing in your heart a song that always starts with the minor chord. Yes, you're always singing in your heart a song that always starts with the minor chord. And it's in 4/4 time, and it's got the rhymes that make you fall apart. Yes, you're always singing in your heart. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I haven't played that song in a long time. I like that one. Yeah, it's so crazy, man. I wrote so many songs at the very tail end of last year that I really, really dig. But there's so many of them that it's impossible for me to stay on top of all of them. You know, like what the hell. But it's exciting for me because I had my accident, you know, so I smashed my face. I fractured my face in 3 different places. I'm bleeding out my skull. I've had a concussion. My brain is not working too well. I don't remember like whole conversations I had. So I was afraid that I wasn't able to write anymore, you know? And then of course, just like my stroke, I'm like, oh, I can't write. I don't know if I can write. And so I just fucking write like a maniac. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can. Okay. I guess I can still write. so that worked out. I think there's. I can't do the falsetto. She spends her hours hiding inside her room. Okay, let me review this one because this is one that I've only played a handful of times ever at all. I recently recorded this one. I'm in the process of recording. So by Saturday, I will have released 100 new acoustic demos. 100 new acoustic demos since January. I have another 35 on top of that I will be releasing. So that's 135 songs. That's my biggest output in 1 year of acoustic demos. My previous record was 102. Hey, Lazy Shadow God, how you doing? And right back at you. That's awesome. And that's actually a great handle. But thank you. So I've got 135 new songs. I put out 104 acoustic demos. They were all kind of like me reinterpreting, like I'm doing right here, right now, with an acoustic guitar and one vocal, reinterpreting all the hits from all the previous records, you know? So that was the Mike TV Live volumes 1, 2, and 3. And there were 35 songs, and 32 songs. Oh really? Oh, that's awesome. Was it a Bobcat? Can you tell me? Was it a decent experience for you? One of the things I know that it's probably overwhelming. You know, I know that there's just so much music, but yeah, you know, but it's funny. Like I may listen a little bit more, but oh yeah, no, sure, that's awesome. Thank you, man. That's great. Because Aldo did the same thing. You've given me more dopamine output this past year than most of the. Right, well, that's great. That's Lazy Shadow God. Just for those of you that they can't read the little tiny thing down here, right there. Yeah. So Lazy Shadow God is writing in from YouTube and says you've given me more dopamine output this past year than most of the humans. So that's thank you. That's great. That's great to know. Yeah. I mean, and that is why, you know, like the thing is that like. Even though I know that you know that my footprint is not enormous, and even though I have often struggled to pay bills, you know, as a working musician, you know, things like that happen. And I go, oh, yeah, well, that's why I do it, of course, you know. And thank you, but thank you, Bobcat. Yeah, thanks, man. You know, like my intention with these 135 songs is to utilize them to get better at, you know, like I when I work in volume, it's really funny. Even right now with me putting together my acoustic demos, like I'm hearing more, like as I'm cutting and editing the guitars, I can hear where there's a little flam, like where they don't perfectly line up. Where I didn't use like they would sound fine to a layman, a normal human being, but I've been doing this for so many hours since January, every single week, that I go, oh, that's not good, you know, and I will go thin and I'll just clean it up, you know, like or I'll hear little weird squeaks or weirdnesses or weird mic things, and I'll be like, oh, I can just I now can go find where that section happened elsewhere in the song and pull and clip out that little section and plug it in. Like it's so for me, me doing the recording the way I am recording, it's like me training for a marathon, you know? And so once all these acoustic demos are done, then when I get in the actual recording studio and I start adding drums and I start adding bass and I start adding percussion, I start adding piano and shaker and tambourine and oohs and ahs and background vocals and harmonies, all of that becomes so much easier because I've just been doing it and grinding it out and figuring it out and training my ears to listen, you know, like, and so, yeah, so it's my favorite. Everything about music, except for the business side, is my favorite thing ever that I've ever done in my entire life, you know. And so here you go. So this is a song called "Stung as a Bug." I'm gonna do the harmonies, the low harmonies. She spends her hours hiding inside her room. There's so much she could do, but she's comfortable with silence. She spends her hours hiding inside her room, hanging out with Sean, where nothing will go wrong. Inside her room, she's snug as a bug. Inside her room, she's able to feel loved. Inside her room, her fears don't hurt too much, and so she remains inside her cage. Ooh, 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 ooh. She spends her hours hiding away with hiding away with Sean, playing console games. She has him beat the bosses. She spends her days hiding from everything, locked up in her heart. She's starting to unravel. Inside her room, she's as snug as a bug. Inside her room, her fears are inside her room. She fears, she struggles to feel love, but still she remains inside her cage. Oh, my sweetheart, don't you cry now, don't you worry. Oh, my sweetheart, don't you cry now, don't you worry. Oh, my sweetheart, don't you cry now, don't you worry, don't you worry. Ooh, 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 ooh. She spends her hours hiding inside her head where the fears have taken root. There's nothing she can do. She spends her hours thinking about the ways she's been betrayed. It's true, there's nothing she will do. Inside her room, here she, inside her room, here she'll stay quite snug. Inside her room, hiding from the love. Inside her room, trapped within her head. And here she remains, locked within a cage she's made. No, that's not right. I forget, what's the last D? Okay, it's a... Yeah, I have to. I have to. I don't remember that. I remember the last chord. Oh well. But yeah, thank you, Aldo. Thanks for that request, man. I do like that song. That song was written for. Hey May, how you doing? Been a while. How are you? That song was written. Kiyoshi Akira, who is I like to think of him as still a regular. He hasn't been around for some time, but I still like he's still a friend, and he still occasionally shows up in my Discord. But his fiance died while he was literally on the phone with her. They were talking, and she actually overdosed on some medication, and so and she had a lot of mental health issues, but they were in love and they were getting married, and so he asked me to write a song. To try to capture kind of what she was going through. And so, yeah. Internet fireworks for a solid attempt and continual power through. No matter your footprint, you make a difference in the lives you're looking for. Never stop. No, and thank you. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Lazy Shadow God. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I know because I write the music that no one really else does. Like, there are people that write about mental health stuff, but it's usually... well, from my perspective, it's usually not as when you write 40 songs, you are going to write a certain kind of song, and when you write 400 songs, you're going to write a different kind of song, and so for me, now having written between 1,000 and 2,000 songs, I just feel like and because I started out writing, about my addiction and writing about my own personal struggles and writing about my own personal dealings with depression, and I've been chronicling my life and my woe and my frustration and my struggle and my ability to keep the demons at bay for a long, long time, and so it's always, so I feel like there was a point in time, Lazy Shadow God, when I lost contact. I wasn't doing Twitch. I was live streaming, but I was only live streaming. I was just live streaming on Ustream, and I really only had Facebook to reach out to people that wanted to follow me. Most people didn't, and I was like, hey guys, if you want to catch me live, I'm here. And so I had this tiny little kernel of people that would show up and I'd play for, and I was like, I don't understand. I don't know how to reach out and access the people that are into my music. But every now and again, I'd say maybe once a month, I get an email from somebody saying, hey, Mike, I just want to let you know, I get like a Facebook message or sometimes an email because we've had Gets That Go Music up for 1,000 years, and they would and they'd say, hey Mike, I was really considering self-harm, or I was really struggling, and like your music helped, and that just getting those emails, just getting that occasional hey, how you doing, your music really helped me get through a really difficult time, was it made my life awesome. It was awesome. So yeah, man. So snug as a bug. Yeah, see, that's great. Thank you, Lazy Shadow. That's great. That's awesome. See, that's so great. So yeah. So these next two messages are newer tunes. This next one was one that was written last year, and then this other one was written maybe last year, maybe the year before. But and that's great. That's great, Lazy Shadow God. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because Facebook was a place where MySpace was a place where I had the most engagement of anything, the thing, which is crazy because MySpace, like barely people barely even knew how to operate with MySpace, and I was like the MySpace wizard. So I was posting a daily blog, about 2,000 people would check that out each morning and respond, and so I would I'd engage with them, and if anybody wrote me, I would write back, and if it and so it just became, I would spend 6 hours a day on MySpace, just responding to people and interacting, and and it was one of the things that helped push us. It was one of the things that helped us get our first record deal, but since then, like, all social media has been an anathema for me. It's not as, yeah. Anyway, like what I offer and the way I offer it has been, it's just not as immediate as it was back in the early aughts, Yeah. I don't want to bust out of these chains. There's nowhere to escape to anyway. Didn't want to cause no problems. I don't want to cause no problems. I don't want to cause no problems. Didn't want to get, but I got them. Why does this sound so weird? It's just chromatic. I don't know why it sounds so strange. Here we go. I don't want to bust out of these chains. There's nowhere to escape to anyway. I don't want to cause no problems. I don't want to cause no problems. Didn't want to get, but I got them. I don't want to bust out of these chains. There we go. Prisoner 65, what's keeping you alive? Can you tell us what's keeping you going? Prisoner, what do you do? What is it that pulls you through? Can you tell us what you've been doing? What you doing? How you doing? I don't want to break out of the cell. I just want to sit here for a spell. I don't want to cause a scene. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit here in my cell. Prisoner 65, what's keeping you alive? Can you tell us what's keeping you going? Prisoner, what do you do? What is it that pulls you through? Can you tell us what you've been doing? What you doing? How you doing? Survive? Alright. Well, there there's gotta be some magic you can share with us tonight. Your light shines bright. Well, there's gotta be something that you're doing to survive. So won't you share with us? I don't want to climb out of this hole. This is the only place I know. I don't want to feel discomfort. I don't want to face one more hurt. I just want to hide out in this hole. Prisoner 65, what's keeping you alive? Can you tell us what's keeping you going? Prisoner, what do you do? What is it that pulls you through? Can you tell us what you've been doing? What you doing? How you doing? Survive? Alright. Well, there's gotta be some magic you can share with us tonight. Your light shines bright. Well, there's gotta be something that is keeping you alive. So won't you share with us? I don't want to bust out of these chains. There's nowhere to escape to anyway. I don't want to cause no problems. Didn't want to get, but I got 'em. I don't want to bust out of these chains. So Lazy Shadow God says, I'm still glad you're able to make it through each day and bring us this art. I honestly thought the popularity from Grey's Anatomy, yeah, you know, I mean, it certainly did. Certainly, Grey's Anatomy has kept me alive for the most part for the past 20 years, right? So, I mean, because of the multiple licenses, you know, I get decent royalty checks every quarter. And the royalty checks they're not astronomical. They're not like anything that I can put as savings in my bank account, but they do help me pay my bills, you know. And now with the advent of and thank you, Bobcat. Now with the advent of Netflix and other streaming services that do have Grey's Anatomy, I'm getting additional revenue each time people watch an episode because I get like mechanical royalties and things like that. I don't think that's not exactly how it works. No, Sue. No, dude. No. Lay down. All the way down. Sheesh. Okay. So I do get, he's like, I'm going to go bark at something. I'm running all the way downstairs. Just bark, bark, bark. No, you're not. So Grey's Anatomy really was awesome for me. You know, and I do, I don't ever want to despair. Like the thing is like, for me, it's difficult because it means that I kind of peaked over the first two records, really, you know. That's where like my two biggest songs are "Wait" and "I Hate Everyone," and you know and those, and so I peaked like literally within a 3-year period, like dun dun dun, you know, and I've been trying ever since to be like, look, man, like I appreciate those songs, I love them, I love "Wait," I love "I Hate Everyone," they're great songs, but I've written so many other songs that kind of have taken that messaging and improved upon it, you know, and like, hi everybody, can you pay attention, you know, so but at the same time, I recognize it's just a popularity contest, you know, and I'm not going to play the popularity contest, and I'm not going to like, one thing I am doing this time around, I haven't had a publicist. I haven't had a publicist working in earnest and working smartly for my music and my band since 2006, 2007, 2008. And the reason why I say there's that 3-year window, because in 2006, we were working with a publicist, and she knocked it out of the park. And because our record label, because I actually offered to pick up half the price of our publicist, our record label picked up the other half, and she worked the record. She worked the record, and because it was Ordinary World, and it was 21 songs, and it was just this crazy record. It was a crazy record at a point in time when people just didn't put out crazy records. So people were like, all right, well, this is this massive album that's like, it's kind of punk rock, but it's got piano and acoustic guitar and viola, and there's no electric guitars, and like, but it's a punk rock record. Like it just fit this weird little, it just shoehorned itself into this weird little space where it was like, hey, so and that did really well, and we got a lot of write-ups, and we were touring a lot, and so each time we played a city, our publicist got us some local write-ups in that town, and that was awesome. But each subsequent record for the next 2 records, so Selling on Going Home, and then Sunshine, Joy, and Happiness, those albums, our record label dialed back the amount of money that they wanted to invest in the publicist, and I didn't have the revenue because I was taking all the money coming in from Grey's Anatomy, and I was keeping us out on the road, So I was just, and I was living off of it because that was my only revenue. I was the only person actively working on the band. So it was just so each time they pulled back on the publicity stuff, like it just meant that our footprint was smaller. It meant that our messaging was heard by less people. It meant that, and so, and again, and I wasn't the musician I am now. I wasn't the songwriter I am now. I did write a lot. I did play a lot, but I didn't know how to improve, So I just kept spinning my wheels. I kept doing the same thing. But then when I took time off in 2009, I walked away from music in 2009 because I really wanted to marry my girlfriend at the time. And her chief objection was, you don't make enough money as a musician, even though I was making a decent living as a musician because of all the Grey's Anatomy licenses. She's like, you don't make enough money as a musician, so I can never marry you. And I was like, well, if it's just money, making money is easy. Let me prove it to you. And so I moved up to the Bay Area where she was going to school, and I got a job working in software sales. And I worked really hard, and I made a decent chunk of change, and I was like, look, here you go, let's get married. And she's like, no, and I was like, oh, because that wasn't your actual objection, it's just me, and I get that, that's fine, because ultimately I've written a bunch of songs, I'm essentially unlovable, so that. So I took 2009 off, and when I came back, I was like, all right, well, if I'm going to do this music thing in earnest, I need to figure it out. I need to figure out how the fuck to write. Like, I need to write songs that my friends because I always felt like a second class musician. I always felt like I was like struggling just to keep up with my friends, And so, I just started taking it much more seriously and playing and writing and recording. I started recording myself. I mean, I'd always recorded myself with the 4 tracks, but I started, and I recorded acoustic demos on my computer, but I didn't so I got Pro Tools, and I was like, let me figure out Pro Tools. And then I started upgrading my studio, and I started figuring stuff out, so it's been a long road to hoe, and maybe, who knows, maybe all of the skill sets that I've picked up over these years are the things that are going to help me finally reach a point where I can find a precipice, a precipice that where I can see a little bit farther than I do now. Maybe, we'll see. But even so, it's not why I'm doing it. The only reason why I'm making this big push right now is just because I need to increase my revenue a little bit, but but not by much. And so, and it would be nice. It would be nice to stop for the past year now. My metrics have been in decline. All my metrics. So my Spotify plays, my Apple plays, my yes, a precipice to dangle from. That's exactly right, Bobcat. My Twitch my Twitch followers, my Twitch audience, everything is in mid decline. And it hasn't been for lack of effort on my part, it hasn't been for lack of work. It hasn't been. So for me, that gets really frustrating because it feels like it's just the music. It feels like I'm just people are getting bored of what I do, you know, and so so I'm like, all right, well then fuck it, I need to find new people, you know, and so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm actively doing that right now. There's so much that I've been putting off. Oh, there's so much that I need to do. But of all the things that require my attention, the only one that needs me most is you. I don't know where I've gone, and I don't know how long I'll be. Oh, 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 oh. I don't know where I've gone, and I don't know how long I'll be. Oh, 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 oh. But you can leave a message after the beep. Hold on real quick. So let me say I've never really done any modding mod stuff for YouTube, but I need to do this. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Go to my stream. Where is my channel? And wait, no videos. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, because I'm in the wrong channel. Switch account. Get set go. I know, buddy. Hey Odin, thank you, man. Give me just 1 second. I need to do this. So give me 1 second, guys. Hey, there we go. Okay, there. So that's okay. And now let's do. How do I? Let's. Wait, no. I need to. Okay, there we go. Good. I am live on YouTube, and so yeah. So I just had to squash that. I just squashed some messages. So. Doom. Yeah. I'm streaming on Facebook and on YouTube and on Twitch simultaneously. You know, I figured it'd be easier for me just to make, like, now that Twitch is sort of in decline, and really for me, it's the it's not just that Twitch being in decline. It's it's the idea that I don't want to express fidelity to any streaming service unless they express in some sense of some semblance of fidelity to me. You know, it's just Get Set Go, May. If you just search out Get Set Go. I think it's like Get Set Go Music or something like that, which is crazy because the Get Set Go channel, I could have gotten that. Get Set Go YouTube. Not the topic. God damn it. Where's my channel? Hold on a second. I gotta create a YouTube. I need to create a YouTube for this thing. I have a customized name for it. No, yeah, it's not the Mike TV one because what they did is they actually got me to where's my I should have a brand. I should have a branded name for it. And I don't know where it is. I do have a branded name for it. Where is it? It's like C Get Set Go Music. I think it's like, I don't know. Where's? Yeah. It's so C Get Set Go. Okay, but yeah, okay. But anyway, I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna create a link for this in I'm gonna create a command for this in my Streamlabs OBS. Anyway, but so sorry for that. And you know what? In fact, so it's now 7:30. I think that I'm gonna go, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I got distracted. I didn't even finish that last song. But my falsetto is totally train wrecked. So and that song really does need a good falsetto to be able to pull off. But the reason. Oh, hey, thank you, man. That's awesome, man. The reason why the reason why I'm sorry, I just called you man. I'm sorry, man. But and there you go. And Mary just subscribed. Yay. So for me, I apologize about that. I'm in the process of so I need to go out and promote tonight, and I got to promote every single day. I need to promote every single. In fact, I think the best way for me to promote what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put together a phone, which is going to be crazy because I don't know if people are going to be willing to do this, but I'm going to see if I can't actually put together a phone tree, kind of, or not phone tree, but like a phone mailing. Like I'm going to try to create a group on my. I don't know. I don't know how. I'm gonna try to create a phone group where I can just text everybody. You know, like, hey, I just want to remind you about the show. You know, like, because I think that'll be the easiest. That's the so that way. So I want to make sure that the only people that I actually reach out to are friends. So I want to meet people, be friendly with them, be like, oh, this is awesome. I like you as a person. So that way, literally every person that gets invited to the show, to the live show, is going to be somebody that I've already approved as somebody that I like and would make for a good addition to our group. So it's going to be personally, single-handedly curated by me. You know, now of course it will grow from there, and it will become something completely different as more and more people show up. But my hope is that by me personally curating every single person that shows up there, and I go, oh, you're great, you're awesome. We should definitely, like, we're trying to put something together, and we want to be like a little, like, friends only kind of invite. It's, you know, like, by doing that maybe they will, the good people that we've met, you know, that Isabel and I have met out on the town, that they will invite their other good people and good friends, and so that way we'll be able to get ahead of like shitty people and you know. So anyway, so that's the idea. So like literally, I've thought about everything. This entire fucking thing, I've thought about every aspect and how I want it all to play out. So. Oh, I just realized Founders Day weekend takes place during. No, it's not. No, Bobcat. It's not actually. The first show is in May. It's May 8th. This is the day after my birthday. My birthday is May 7th, and it's May 8th. So because I wanted a full month to promote. So now we're just gonna go out and we're gonna talk to people. Isabel and I are gonna go out and we're just gonna talk to people. You know, like we're bringing both puppies because often. Puppy people, you know, people the dogs attract people. We usually get to talking to people. We usually like, oh hey, like we usually end up just chatting people up. And so from there, I want to get a sense of like hey, if you definitely seem cool and you're definitely friendly, and you know, and like, do you like music? And if you like music, do you like comedy? Do you like to laugh? Because we're doing something across the street. You know, like that's the kind of thing. That's the kind of thinking. So, but all right. So I love you guys. Thank you. If you ever find yourself in Austin. Remember Sunday night. My hope is to keep this going forever and always until we have to migrate somewhere else because we're just too big for the venue. But it'll be daytime, 2 to 8 p.m. Sundays. It should just be fun rock and roll. Sometimes it'll be just me. Sometimes it'll be me in the company of a bunch of friends. It'll always be me with other musicians. It'll always be me with Trey Warren and there's a new guy that I'm going to be trying out. Be working with. His name's Michael, and he's a cajon player. I might try to find another percussionist. Hey Blue, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Auto do by Columbia. Thanks for the music. Sorry. No, of course, man. No, that makes perfect sense. I totally get that. And I'll definitely help out with my nephew. We should bring his. Oh yes. Well, thank you, Lenina. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you about that. I mean, so I would like to find something that we can all do on, like, I don't want to step on anybody else's. I know everybody's got stuff going on. So I was thinking that we could figure out, like, we're all going to be there for the Founders Day thing. I was figuring we could gather all the people that dig that dig my stream and figure out a thing we could do on Sunday that could be fun and like so. And yes, Isabella, please do make dinner because we'll eat dinner and then we'll head out. So I love you guys. I thank you for hanging out and being here. And yeah, man. So there's a lot going on. There's a whole shit ton of stuff happening in my life. It's all of it's public facing. All of it is hopefully for your entertainment and your edification and your like and again, because it's everything I do is community driven and community focused, and like the thing is that like I want to take what feels like a dwindling group of friends and turn it into something a little bit more vibrant and exciting and get so we'll see. But all right. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And if necessary, we could do like a breakfast on Sunday. Like I'm certain that not everybody's going to want to get up early, but I'm an early riser on Sunday, so we could. In fact, there's a place right near where you guys are staying, and there's a place right near where I'm staying, or not where I live, that actually does a pretty decent breakfast. And they have waffles and all the things that Isabella likes, and they do good vegetarian stuff because she's a vegetarian. So. Around 2 to 3 because I have to do grocery shopping and that. Yeah, no, yeah, of course. But we could definitely do like either lunch or brunch. And the good thing is it'll be that Sunday. Like there's no big events happening. So